If you're like me, you have a ton of questions about the ruined DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. While the game did answer some questions about the main game, it also raised a ton more. In today's video, we are here to speculate about those big questions and hopefully find some answers. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the recent theory. We just hit 200 subscribers and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'll keep doing my best to provide the best content I can create. I really appreciate you. Like if you enjoy, and thank you for watching. One more thing. Spoilers. For this video, I'm going to do an iceberg format for how confident I am in my speculation on the top right of the screen, so if it sounds like I'm speaking gibberish, it's probably because I am. And some I just don't have answers for. Is this our Freddy? Starting off is Freddy. So the two sides of this is that this is not our Freddy, and just a prototype, and the other is that this is the same Freddy we play with in the main game. Both honestly have tight arguments. On one hand, the prototype on Freddy's foot is clearly not in the game, but on the other hand, every detail lines up with that being our Freddy, from his position in Faz Faz and his missing head. Even the damage he sustains in the ending looks very similar to the destroyed Vani ending of the main game. I'm on the side that this is our Freddy, and sadly has been a wreck after the end of Security Breach. The company tried to fix him up, but with his head gone, there was no reason to. It looks like they used him for a reward for beating Faz Faz instead, with his chest now having a prize box. Now why Freddy disappears when you put on the Vani Mask is a whole other can of worms. Who built the Mexa system? This question is actually answered by our favorite theorist. No, not that one. That one! Candy Cadet's story is COO's way of putting everything in our face without actually telling us up front.
Now I will tell you a story about a mother and a little boy who lived alone in a cabin in the dark woods. There was a monster in the woods, but the mother caught it and kept it locked in the basement. The monster always made scary noises at night, but the mother would tell the boy not to worry because it could never get out. Then she would sing the boy a lullaby to sleep. One day, the monster stopped growling and instead listened and learned the lullaby. The next day when mother went out to find food, the monster sang the lullaby from the basement. The little boy heard the lullaby and opened the door.
The monster is obviously the mimic, but the question is, who is the boy and the mother? Remember, Candy Cadet's story aren't exact tellings of real events. However, I do believe that the mother is Vanessa. She's the only character we know that even has a chance of overpowering the mimic, but I don't think she did it alone. Gregory's backpack being in the basement is undeniable proof that he was there. We also know that he's an expert hacker, which means he has the skills necessary to help Vanessa build the system. Who is Cassie's dad? Cassie's dad is an illusion right now because we have so little information to go off of. He worked at Fazbear Entertainment, and he loves Grandma Bonnie. As Rytos pointed out in his recent theory, it also sounds like he might be deceased due to how Cassie always talks in past tense when talking about him. For now, that is all the stuff we know about him, but we could get more information from the books or help wanted to. What happened to the Blob and Burntrap? If you guys remember in the true ending of Security Breach, the Pizzeria Sim location is destroyed once again, and the Blob takes Burntrap away. This does not happen anymore, evidence being the comic drawing you collect in the game, but also the fact that the FNAF 6 location seems to be intact. So where are Burntrap and the Blob? Blob seems to have escaped with the tunnel system we use to get into the FNAF 6 location. There's also a separate theory that it caused the earthquake that basically destroyed the mall, but that's for another video. However, where is Burntrap? This is where another question pops in. Who is the mimic? It is clear that the mimic is a replacement for Afton or Burntrap. The Burntrap ending was retconned seeing as we go through the areas as Burntrap used in the true ending, and everything is intact. COO must have seen everyone's negative reaction to Burntrap and found a clever way to please everyone with a different narrative. This means that we have a totally new character, but a bridge between the old franchise and the new because the mimic is copying Afton. So the answer to the previous question, where is Burntrap? Well, there is no more Burntrap. Will there be a secret fixing all the animatronics ending? There's a secret arcade machine that you find by going left when being chased by Chica in the cupcake area of the game. If you win the minigame, you earn Chica's voice box. You take this voice box and give it to Chica at the end of the Roxy Raceway section. Not only do we help Chica, but in the main DLC, we help Sun and Moon become Eclipse. This made everyone believe that there is a fixing all animatronics ending of the game, where we can get Monty's legs and Roxy's eyes back. Although I do want to believe it, it seems that there is no confirmation of anyone finding either of the two parts. If we do find Roxy's eyes, that is also further confirmation that this is our Freddy in the destroyed Faz Faz. How does the Vani Mask work? This is where we go from kinda confident to no idea. The Vani Mask seems to let us go through solid objects and see puzzles in order to get through solid objects. It's confusing. A theory I've seen is that the objects aren't all there, and they aren't real. They're just sound illusion discs making people believe they are there, but who would go through all the trouble of planting all of those in random locations like the catwalks or Monty Golf? Why does it make puzzles to go through those objects and not let us just walk through? Does the sound illusion disc also trick the mask? If you guys have any ideas, let me know. What is the connection between Bonnie and the Mopbots? If you haven't seen it already, there's a secret location found behind Bonnie Ball. If you're able to track and shut down all the Mopbots in the DLC, you could enter the back rooms to find a destroyed Glamrock Bonnie surrounded by Mopbots. It looks like he wasn't damaged from the earthquake, rather thrown aside for some unknown reason. Cassie even brings up the fact that her dad never told her the reason for him getting kicked out, even though that's his favorite animatronic. The only clue we have is the Monty right at the beginning of the game, but why we have to deactivate Mopbots to get to him is a mystery still. What do the other suits mean? If you brighten up the ending location where we find the Mimic, he is in this weird closet filled with other suits that we haven't seen before. Even the Scooper ending, we see him wearing another random suit that is an amalgamation of random animals. Why do these suits exist, and what do they tell us about the Mimic or the games moving forward? Where is Gregory, and did he actually interact with us at all? The final question is one of the most interesting. Gregory is not in the Pizzaplex because if the Princess Quest ending is to be believed, he made it out with Vanessa. But does he actually talk with us at all? I think he does. We know by his backpack being in the Mexus room that he has been down there, and he has a friend who knows this area. I think the friend he is mentioning is Vanessa, because she is the one who trapped the Mimic down there. He tries to help her escape, but the Mimic takes over the elevator and drops it on her. That is the 10 unanswered questions for the FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC. If you think you know what some of the answers may be, or have your own theories, comment them below. Like, subscribe, all that other YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.